The Big Cat and the North Pole Nightmare bring us to green flag action in the Premier Chevy Dealers Clash at the Knoxville Raceway. Brad Sweet leads into turn one. Corey Day sails around the outside. He is up to second and stalking Sweet down the back straightaway.
Good battle for the lead. Corey Day goes to the top. Brad Sweet slides to the cushion. Then Ryan Timms in third. Battle for fourth now. Aaron Reitzel battling with Bill Baylog and Sheldon Hodenshield. A three-car battle in turn number one.
David Gravel makes that a four-car race in the second corner. Gravel now right behind Reitzel, who continues to close in on the 17B. Now the race for second. Ryan Timms to the inside of Corey Day, slides up to the cushion. Out of turn number four, move Ryan Timms up to second. David Gravel now up into the fourth spot. Meanwhile, side by side for second once again, Corey Day and Ryan Timms. Day back to second as they reach the midpoint of the back straightaway. Top three getting closer together as they reach turn number three, and here comes the 14 BC.
You've got a new leader in turn number four. Corey Day to the top spot, but here comes Brad Sweet back to the inside. Down the first straightaway, battling for the lead. Corey Day takes it away. Here comes Ryan Timms now closing in. Sweet makes a run to the cushion in turn number two. They're nose to tail for the lead down the back straightaway.
Timms to the inside of the Big Cat. Oh, very close there. Timms has to get out of it, but now the top three still very tightly bunched down the front straightaway.
Corey Day will lead him down the back straightaway. Here comes Ryan Timms to the inside of Brad Sweet for second. He'll take the spot entering turn three. Sweet right behind him to the cushion goes Timms to hold him back.
Brad Sweet turns hard to the left coming out of the fourth turn, but Ryan Timms will be second at the completion of lap number 11.
Here comes Rico Abreu. Abreu to the inside of Reitzel in turn number one.
David Gravel gets by Brad Sweet. Now Gravel up to the third spot. Now closing in on second place, Ryan Timms down the front straightaway.
David Gravel has found something here late in the going. Looks to the inside of Timms, who's on the high side. Now Gravel using the inside of turn two. He'll power by him on the inside.
On the defending World of Outlaws champion,
Ryan Timms throws a big slider, almost gets alongside of David Gravel. Gravel put two wheels over the cushion to hold on to the spot. Down the back straightaway now, Brad Sweet closing back in on Ryan Timms for third.
Sweet to the inside in turn number four, gets by Ryan Timms, the Big Cat back to third. Timms looks to his inside entering turn one.
Here comes Buddy Kofoid. He'll join those two in turn number two now. Kofoid to the inside of Sweet, then three wide down the back straightaway.
Buddy Kofoid now to third in car number 83 with 7 laps remaining. The white flag will wave this time over Corey Day's number 14 BC. Traffic right in front of the leaders as we begin to work the final lap at Knoxville.
Final time into turns one and two. Down the back straightaway, Corey Day bobbles. Here comes David Gravel. Your race is going to be for the lead. Coming to the checkers. Gravel to the inside of 3 and 4.
Slide job attempted 3 and 4. No, can't get to the cushion. Corey Day will hang on for the victory and David Gravel will finish second. Corey Day climbing up top to celebrate the feature win.
Yeah, just had to not get tight on the top there. I was getting really tight. I was starting to lay left rear rubber on entry, and you know, I didn't want to be the guy to drop down to the bottom and then get circled, because you know, once I kill my momentum, it's really hard to pass someone back. Then if you get passed on the bottom, you can you know, maybe drive back around them. So yeah, glad it worked out. Hate that he got that close. I don't like to make him close at all. I like to win him by a lot. So we'll work on that one for the Nationals. But you know, hats off to Wayne Pretty, man. I destroyed our good car at Eagle, and it's been a work in progress with this one. And you know, to get it this close to win an outlaw race in Knoxville in such a short amount of time is, you know, something to be really proud of. Yeah, you know, I knew the top was almost faster than the bottom when it had a huge ledge on it all night. So I knew they knocked that down. I could run it wide open, and you know, I was hoping those guys were going to leave me the lane like they did, and they ended up doing that. So I was, you know, able to pace Brad. Found the dirt in the middle off two there to be able to get my run on him to slide him, and yeah, I want to say smooth sailing since that point, but you know, I was pretty tight. Like I said, just you know, it was not a friendly racetrack tonight by any means. It had a lot of character, and but you know, I like that. So I'm just really proud of this team. I'm not racing full time this year, so to show up and, have a fast race car like I do night in and night out is, the only thing I could ask from those guys. So, like I said, big thanks to Wayne Pretty, Lucas, Gabe, everyone that's working so hard on this thing at the racetrack. And, thanks to Preston Cross, Jason Myers, Kenny Autry, everyone at home, all the sponsors, Myers Constructors, Fort Seas Construction, Sander Engineering, Driven to Save Lives, Tally Oil, Factory Kane, FK Rodden, System 1, Charlie Garrett for, the most badass motors in the country. Just, a long list of people on this race car that believe in us as a team. We're a 2-car team this year, a lot more than we were last year. And, a lot of our partners returned to, take on that journey with us. So I really appreciate it.
For live coverage of every World of Outlaws event and for extended on-demand race content, visit dirtvision.com. For full race results, features, and series news, visit worldofoutlaws.com.